Title: Ayuba, the African noble who rose from chains to honor. This is the true story of a man who survived betrayal, slavery, and pain, but still rose to become a symbol of dignity and strength. His name was Ayuba Suleiman Diallo. He was born in 1701 in West Africa, in what is now known as Senegal. Ayuba came from a wealthy and respected family. His father was a scholar and merchant, and Ayuba was raised to be a leader. By age 15, he had memorized the Quran and spoke fluent Arabic. He never imagined he would one day be sold as a slave. In 1731, Ayuba traveled to Gambia on a business trip to trade goods and buy supplies. He planned to return home in a few weeks. But during the trip, he was attacked and kidnapped by a rival tribe. He was tied up, beaten, and sold to European slave traders. Ayuba was forced onto a slave ship headed for America. He was chained below deck with hundreds of others, left in darkness, hunger, and sickness. Many died. Ayuba prayed to survive. When the ship arrived in Maryland, Ayuba was sold to a plantation owner named Mr. Tolsey. He was forced to work in the hot sun every day, cutting tobacco and carrying heavy loads. He was given little food, no rest, and no freedom. Ayuba was not allowed to pray. One day, he was caught performing his Islamic prayer in the field. The master became angry and accused him of rebellion. Ayuba was tied to a post and whipped until his back was covered in wounds. After the beating, he was thrown into jail. Inside the jail, Ayuba used charcoal to write Arabic verses on the wall. This small act would change everything. A lawyer named Thomas Blewett visited the jail and saw the writing. He was shocked to find a slave who could read and write in Arabic. Through an interpreter, Blewett learned that Ayuba was a nobleman. He was educated, intelligent, and peaceful. Blewett worked to free Ayuba from slavery. After many months, he succeeded. Before leaving America, Ayuba lived in Blewett's home. There, he was asked to teach Blewett's children the Arabic language. Imagine this. A man who had been beaten and enslaved, now calmly teaching the children of slave owners. Ayuba didn't seek revenge. He taught with patience and grace. Even after everything he had suffered, he showed dignity and self-control. In 1733, Ayuba traveled with Blewett to England. There, his life changed once again. He was welcomed by scholars, nobles, and religious leaders. He even met people connected to King George II. Ayuba's story was written into a book called Some Memoirs of the Life of Job, the Son of Solomon. It was one of the first slave stories ever published in English. People were amazed by his wisdom and calm nature. After 2 years in England, Ayuba returned to Africa. This time, he came back as a free and wealthy man. He used his money to help others. He freed enslaved people, supported schools, and rebuilt his community. Ayuba never forgot his pain, but he used it to bring light to others. He chose forgiveness. He chose peace. He chose to rise. Ayuba died many years later, but his story still lives on. He proved that even in chains, your spirit can remain unbroken. Even in darkness, your purpose can shine. From slave to teacher, from prisoner to legend. Ayuba's life teaches us this. No matter where you come from, you have the power to rise.